Hey, hello, welcome to this very stream. I don't know what I'm doing today. But no clue. Didn't do a Monday stream because I had a headache, and despite having a break, and despite that, I still don't have a video, not a video idea, a stream idea. I definitely don't have any video ideas. Maybe we could do like a random card or something. No, I don't feel like doing that. Give me normal, give me random. Thank you. So, yeah, I hope someone has an idea of what I can do. Because I am clueless. Damn, this card's good. You a huge fan of Mario Kart DS? There seems to be a lot of those people in these parts of the world. Battle mode for doing nothing? I don't want to do that little. We could do more of the battle mode speedrun. Despite the fact I still have no idea how to do good battle mode speedrun. I was actually half tempted to submit battle mode speedrun to Odd Speedrun. But like, that speedrun is so unpredictable and you can easily lose like your entire run. I'm sitting on my foot and it's really uncomfortable. Instead of Mario Kart DS, I should play Mario Kart DS. You know what? That's a really good idea. Yeah, so let's turn off Mario Kart DS. And turn on the DS, and then open up my Pico. And so we're playing this Mario Kart DS, so why don't we just go to like this Mario Kart DS. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. As I was reading chat, it's Mario Kart DS all the way down. Well, yeah, I probably have the most Mario Kart DS ROMs out of like, I probably have like the yeah, I'm gonna say I probably have the most Mario Kart DS ROMs out of like everyone. Now, can you still do this? Fairly. You play MKDS on your phone, personally, it's kind of weird. You should probably look into getting a controller if you are using touchscreens. Like, I have mild problems with phone emulators. But if you're using touch controls, bad. Like, like, anyone playing Mario Kart DS, that's pretty good. But, like, using touch controls, I'm like, is it even worth it at that point? Deriving yourself of the joy, which is hitting the R button at the same time as the A button. Do I have a Wii emulator? I've not used it in like probably 2 years at minimum. But I wouldn't surprise if it's been at least 4 years since I've touched Dolphin. It's probably so outdated. Some DS games work on a phone. Yeah, but if you're not, but Mario Kart is not one of them. And why else would you want a DS emulator? This red shell is gonna be unfortunate. Man, Driver is so good. Was I in PRB? Why did that blooper just go away? I didn't think bloopers went away in prolonged panel or prolonged rocket. I really want to Dolphin emulator. Why is it in my documents folder? And where is the exe? Okay, we're going to the shelf drive. There's another version of Dolphin. Dolphin. Well, considering it says date modified is October 2022. Where you go? Help about. Yeah, no. So my version of Dolphin is probably at least 4 years old. Do you know how to get 3-star rank in 150cc Mario Kart DS? I know how to get it. I don't know how to articulate how to get it. The general answer is be fast, don't be garbage. Will James put everything in the OneDrive folder? I found out that, like, in my friend group, I'm, like, the only person that'll keep, like, games installed. Because I think I'm the only one that just has a hard drive available to put games on. Mainly because it's a hard drive. Oh no, what's my internet doing? Why is it at 496? Suspicious. Thank you, internet, for your reliability. I am way too close to the microphone, and it's like really mucking up my focus. You got your TV with Wiimote yesterday and took some paint off the Wiimote? How? Why is OneDrive literally just use my PC gaming? Why is invasive Office program on it? Because surprisingly, Windows' main target demographic is people using a computer as a computer. Star ranks MKDS based on your time and nothing else, which just go fast. And also based on like how many times you hit walls and that kind of garbage. But going fast is generally the best option. Going fast and not playing bad. So like, personally, I don't really go through the off-road as much, especially on like 150 and Mirror. But yeah, I just find it funny that like I've just got this big heckin' hard drive on my computer that I just like, it's just basically for games. Nothing else is on that hard drive, and it's barely full. But then again, I also don't have that many games, so... Why? That many turbos are really hard to get. Because red shells are evil. I think the worst part was definitely that banana and green shell missing. And then getting hit by the blue shell. I'm gonna have some of this water, which I'm running low on because I didn't fill up my water bottles. This is water from like yesterday, the day before. It's a million years old water. Yum. Gotta love my plastic water bottle that I just refill because I can't find a good enough water bottle. I got sick of trying to find a good water bottle, and now I just use the goddamn $1 plastic ones from Woolies. Because I'm sick of like why is a water bottle like $20 and worse? We grudge about water bottles. This is how you know you're becoming an adult. You turned 21 yesterday? Cool, you can now drink in the United States of America. And why is 21 such like a hyped age? Like, it doesn't unlock anything in your life. Like, I think like the only thing it would be like if you got your L plates in when you were 18, you now get to do your full license by there. But that's only if you got it in time. I didn't get it in time. It's like 20 when I got my license. Yeah, hyped is a very gamer lingo. Did it? Is almost 21 a hyped age? Always has been. It's always the birthday. My parents said they'll show all the embarrassing baby photos at. Jokes on them. I didn't have a party yet. Because I don't know the reason why I didn't have a 21st birthday party. When did I turn 21? Fish. No, but like 21's always been like, you know, the second most hyped age after 18. And like, I'm Australian. And like, my parents also say that like 21's like the party age. Maybe because you can drink and like all your friends can drink and like, yeah. But also, I'm very indifferent to birthdays. I'm like, yeah, they're kind of cool. Fish part 2. You can fight in wars at 18. You can't drink until 21. Ah, well, they need blood. Fish 2, Hyphen Strikes Back. Yeah, apart from Empire Strikes... Was Empire Strikes Back ever labeled as, like, Star Wars 2? How were the original Star Wars numbered? Or they just subtitled? Fish part 3. And I'm doing a really bad job at getting an MT. Pretty sure you can get married at 16 in the UK, but you can get drafted at 16 as well. Jeez. 16? Damn, I would have been useless at that. Fun fact, Nintendo 64 used to cover their worst virtual console. What does that sentence mean? Star Wars or Star Trek? What do I prefer? I haven't seen Star Trek, so I'm inclined to say Star Trek. I used to like Star Wars. Oh man, my family used to like Star Wars. I was fine with it. But things I haven't actually seen a piece of Star Wars media since I watched no wait, let me I haven't seen a new piece of Star Wars media since what's it called? The 9th episode, the garbage one. But throughout this year, my friends rewatched the prequel trilogy after one of my friends said that he had only seen the sequel trilogy, and we're like, well, the original trilogy is too good to watch on a Discord call, so we're just gonna watch the prequel trilogy. And I gotta say, that is where the fun begins. But no, my favorite joke from was constantly requesting when was there going to be a bigger fish. The first one's so bad. It's such a fun watch, but like, by God, it's a film. Important question: what would a Hyphen Hoik themed custom track look like? I remember this being like an I think like Roka Loco said this in like goddamn like 2021. Because you know, it was making the tracks be like a ruins or something to play on the thing, the fact that it's called the Ruining Mario Kart DS series. But I'm talking about making custom tracks to actually, you know, there would be a fish. Not a fish, there'll be the fish. OG series was subtitled once the Phantom Menace came out. I'm pretty sure they introduced the numbers. Okay. Episode 1 is air, episode 2 is better, episode 3 is gold. So during the watch party, I had to leave halfway through watching the episode 3. So I didn't get to see the only, so when I say this is where the fun begins, it's kind of where the fun was ending. But hopefully that friend will watch the, prequel trilogy the original trilogy in a good setting. I doubt it, but experiences decent cinema. Even I never rewatched the original trilogy. Ow. Down here again, you're gonna say you got the cheapest Galaxy Tab for €15, still usable. I don't know my breeds of Galaxy tablet, Galaxy anythings. I think you're talking about a phone. Whoa! In your opinion, episode 7 was okay. The issue was episode 8 and 9. Yeah, the episode 7 was like the definitive definition of decent. But, yeah, the next one was like a bunch of stuff I don't care about. And then the next one was stuff I even cared less about. One thing I don't like about Star Wars, and this can also, mostly Star Wars, is by God the amount of like extra reading that can be done to it. And it's like, oh, it's all lore, but it's like, it wasn't in the film. Oh, you see, it was actually totally justified that Palpatine was still alive because you're gonna read the extended edition comic books and then watch episode 7 of the TV show. To really understand that, like, he survived. Oh, my drift, I mean. I don't know why I'm so aggressive about Star Wars fans. My friends are some. My friends pulled a nice, like, second place. Or, no, it wasn't second. My friends pulled, like, a nice, like, third place or something out of trivia. Like, pub trivia when it was Star Wars themed. I'll let you guess at what day it was. You've clearly never played Lego City Undercover. You're right, I haven't. I own a Wii U, but I don't own the creme de la creme game. Is that the phrase? The cream of the crop. I should try playing the kiosk demos. I have played the kiosk demos. They're really boring. You have no idea why Lego Star Wars sets are £20 for 50 pieces. The economy's in shambles. You should establish this by now. You're on YouTube. You wonder why you can dodge a blue shell by doing a mini tail and hopping? I think it's called an accident. I don't think they intended you to be able to do that. That's everything Disney did with the series. I think a lot of people. But hey, do you think Star Wars will still be alive in modern day and age after the absolute crumbling that was the goddamn prequel trilogy? I think we're getting a lot more retro tracks than nitro tracks, but honestly, I've not been keeping track. I love he randomly also threw on the fact that he's starting to become a zoologist. MKDS was going to be a Double Dash sequel. What? Huh? Double Dash. The fourth entry in a well-performing video game series was going to have a sequel on Nintendo's next console. Without use similar assets to make development easier. It was more obvious in the kiosk demo. I think that's because in the early 2000s, Nintendo changed the Mario brand to be a bit more edgy and cool and gun. Like, we're driving a heckin' tank right now. Wii's actually a DS sequel, really weirdly. Like, here's the... Like, oh, come on. Like, so, you know, Mario Kart DS doesn't really have any ultra shortcuts. Our ultra shortcuts are basically, like, unintended shortcuts. Like, you just, like, you don't skip any key checkpoints. And somehow, Mario Kart Wii has, like, the exact same system of checkpoints as Mario Kart DS. Yet somehow messed it up. And ended up enabling ultra shortcuts to be a thing in that game. Like, how did they do that? But yeah, I bet if you dug in deep enough, you would find, like... You'd probably find, like, every Mario Kart inside the next one. To some degree. Maybe not with 7 and 8 because they'll develop so close to each other. Ow. You're not playing 50cc against 150cc CPUs? Do you? Doesn't sound very fun. Because 50cc is really slow. Dude, use egg 1, you he's a poop. Oh well, dry bomber puts you at a snail's pace. It's like playing 50cc against 150cc CPUs. I am beating them. I am probably going to lap them on this track. Also, the egg one's still heckin' slow. Saying heck a lot today. I don't know why. Ooh, the profanity of the Hyphen Hoik channel. You know what's not in demand, but you want MKDS rebalance mod? I have thought about that, but the thing is, Mario Kart DS is like... It's so one tone of playing. Like... Yeah, I don't know how you would rebalance it. To make it, like, more fair, because snaking is just so good that, like... And also, I think like the other thing about like what would make a Mario Kart Wii rebalance mod, what makes a Mario Kart Wii rebalance mod a lot more enjoyable, is that Mario Kart Wii not only has a more active online scene, but actually sizable. So are you still here? Like, yeah, Mario Kart Wii's online being 12 players, and you can actually get 12 players, means that there's actually more competition, whereas in Mario Kart DS, there's only 4 players, so you can't really have other architects apart from be fast and recover from whatever hazards do happen. You're back on Earth to fulfill your purpose? What is your purpose, Puddings? What about MKDS needs to be rebalanced anyway? Arguably Mario Kart is actually a really balanced game. We've got like 6 top tier karts. The problem is half those karts are standard karts. They're the exact same as the small kart. Double Dash Online 16 players. Is that possible? Can you actually do... They didn't tell me what my purpose was, but I had to keep living to fulfill it. Oh, so it's like goddamn Earth in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I don't know how many people have read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Or consumed Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in any other medium. According to my dad, the movie is the worst, the radio show is good, the book is best. Do not take me as a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I reread it recently. If I remember in high school, I read it and I could not get into the second one. Just didn't take me at all. First one was good enough. I didn't realize how short of a book it was. And to be honest, it kind of... Reading the original book, like, it's such a... There's not a lot happens. Which happens. Is this a full 32 track speedrun considering there's no timer? No. I sometimes wish I had a face cam on just so you could see the absolute disappointment in my face. Just looking at that. TikTok clock coins. Pudding, shut up. The annoyance of people talking about goddamn Rayman in my Mario Kart DS stream. Real men only read the MKDS own manual. Did they play the game or they just read the manual? I'll be honest, I still don't know what jewels do. Just read, damn it, I played Mario Kart DS, but I have read the manual. I remember Side telling me a really dumb idea, which was just reading the, I think, because, you know, at Sci, I was about MKW's instruction manual. But it was just doing a video where it was just reading the instruction manual. Maybe I could do it like a funny members only video. Speed stat doesn't matter in this game, stop complaining. Yeah. If I was actually tryharding and there was a timer in the corner, I would be using egg. But I kind of just want to use, I don't know why I picked driver one. I picked it twice, so. Like, you should be thankful playing Dry Bomber. I normally pick standard Dry Bones, which is why you got a little spinny dude in the corner next to Jerry Jenga. Do you need all that speed? I'd definitely be going fast if I was using egg. But I'm just playing casually. Do it as a Christmas stream. It'd be a very short stream. The MKDS instruction manual is not that big. They choose like the last 4 pages reserved for notes. What the hell are these blue shells? I was going downhill, that sucked. His only video idea, reading the MKDS manual ASMR. I think I literally just said that. Although I do have other, See, I'm not really super focused on making the members only videos because it is literally like $1 a month. So honestly, the members are mostly for, in my opinion, the main thing about the members is A, the jump scare each month. That you have to do on the live streams, and then also the emojis. The extra videos are just little bonus extras I can do. Like whenever I yell at whenever something goes wrong during the recording of a short or something. But I've got a funny idea for when I make a short soon. I'll spoil the idea, which is I figured out how to attach a 2DS to the front of a bike. What unholy abomination should I 3D print? Model up the... That was telegraphed. Well, that was really weird because it ended right as the music started for the game. You should figure out the 3D model of the original DS's shoulder buttons so people can stop complaining about me to make pull shoulder buttons or spiky shoulder buttons, because people really want to see me suffer more, but I don't have a model of the DS's shoulder buttons, and I can't make one because I don't own a 3D printer to do trial test with. And the plus B cost of the 3D printer at the library is too much. Also, PAL and NTSC don't exist in handheld gaming. They do in terms of some aspects, but not in terms of... they don't exist in terms of, like, TV standards. Will I be voting for Mario? I don't. If there's a Mario on the ballot sheet, then I will. But if he's not, I'm gonna. I mean, fun fact: Australians don't just vote for one thing because we have preferential voting, which is cool, hype, and epic. How much is using the printer at the library? You learn about how to use 3D printers and they sound terrible. Well, the thing is, like, you know, the library only has like one 3D printer, so like it's not the cheapest way to get something 3D printed, but it is cheaper than buying a 3D printer. Well, Mario was number one. Vote one Mario. Yeah, anything to give a vote away from One Nation. Anything to get a vote away from Labour? No, One Nation's the one that needs to bugger off. I was the heckin' trumpets of patriots from the last election. What's One Nation? The scumbags. political party in Australia that are scumbags. And they, like, literally, I remember getting a pamphlet in the mail a few weeks back, and literally, like, their first dot point was about, like, getting rid of all climate goals, or climate change goals. I'm like, that's your number one thing that's going to persuade voters? Is trumpet, not trumpets? I don't care. They didn't pull their signs down. They didn't pull their signs down on road. Do I think the Wii U version of MKDS is poo emoji? It's better than the Mario Kart DS you don't have, and it is currently what I have my 32 track PB on. Oh, the course is randomized? Yeah, we're not doing a speed run. If Mario drove up to me in a green 2018 Toyota Corolla, would I get in? If I knew where we were going, then maybe. I should really stop placing fibs like on my line. Was it a DS Lite? No, I need an OG DS. Oy! I mean, to be honest, the videos of, you know, replacing the 3D printing DS buttons would probably be better if it was the DS Lite, because that's just a far more iconic console. But the only reason I did with the OG DS was because I had the files on hand. I was like, this will be funny. And also, I much prefer taking apart the OG DS. That thing is so easy. Like, the shoulder buttons have, like, the springs, like, use, like, little pencil springs. It's good. If that was a speedrun, that would have sucked. There are worse things that go bad. Trapping your own line's a bad habit, we both share. Yeah, but the thing is, my lines are not at all consistent. Where did I find them? I cannot find anything for the OG. So I found all the face buttons from, I think it was Faceless Tech, because it was for a model of the for a Game Boy Macro. But they were nearly the same size as for a regular DS. I just need to do some modification. I need to just... I mentioned it in the DS joystick video. It's in the description of that one. But you need to shrink the D-pad slightly and add a notch in for, you know, the rotational lock of the DS orientation lock. Whoa, long dodge. Actually, I don't think that was a long dodge. I think that was just a dodge long. Is taking apart a DS like taking apart an iPod? Depends on which iPod, depends on which DS. Controls a completely different build? Oh, big time. DS Lite shoulder buttons? Hell. OG DS is actually decent. Allergies aren't fun. They aren't. Not very nice. I lap a lot of CPUs. I'm probably gonna lap CPUs here because I'm just so good at Luigi's Mansion. All the CPUs just suck at it. These are medium CPUs, by the way, as well. Actually, I may not be able to lap them. I think medium may be slightly too good. What did Robbie use to just catch up to me? But yeah, the OG DS, like, if you find an OG DS that's, like, broken, they are the easiest thing to repair, especially if it's broken screen or anything. DS Lites, if it's the bottom screen, that's simple enough to repair. If it's top screen, then that's just kind of hell. Actually, I think every DS has a hell of a top screen. But yeah, OG DSs are so easy to repair. Like, honestly, like if you want a system to learn how to repair a console with, like, that one's so easy. Like, I think the only thing you need is like a tri-wing screwdriver. And you don't even need it if you're doing like top screen of OG DS. You see that Sony painted the touchscreen controller? Well, I mean, paintings don't really. Patents are weird because, like, it's not companies going to make something. It's that company reserves the right to make that thing. Like, it's kind of weird. Patents are like a weird version of copyright. But it also lasts a lot shorter than a copyright. Like, everyone's seen that painting of, like, the guy screaming Hamburg or whatever it is at the TV in order for it to skip the ad. And like, that hasn't become anything. So copyright sucks and lasts as long as it does because of Disney. Yep, but thankfully they've eventually lost the war. The guy screaming, oh, it was McDonald's. I was like, was it hamburger or was it actually like McDonald's? Macca's. An Australian. You go with this, like, the Discourse online only, watch Netflix be a cloud streaming only device. Died whatever year it was, born 2030. Welcome back, Ouya. What I always find really funny about, you know, cloud streaming being the future and all that garbage, is like, I can't do that because, like, look at this internet. Like, literally my internet could not support playing a game through NetPlay or through cloud gaming. It's just not possible. Because I am Australian, but I guess they have decided that it wouldn't be bother to stay, and neither do I. I bet you the next place was because of a £650/dollars. I had to tell you, my dollars are not the same as one British pound. It's nearly doubled. They're like, what, like $1,300 or something? Yikes. I think that's more than what I paid for my computer back in 2020. It's been upgraded since, so it's probably not super accurate, but Not that this computer's had that many upgrades since. Well, Australian dollar equals 52 pound, 0.52 British pence. I'm generally aware of what, I mean, my no, not translation. My conversion rates are so broad that's almost unhelpful. I know a pound is about 2 Aussie dollars. An American dollar is like 1.5. And New Zealand dollar is about the same. Anyway, do you know how unfortunate that was? You think you found the shoulders? I'm glad you've been looking out for these. I've gotten so many comments who have been like, where are the shoulder buttons? Thankfully, I can actually also do the, thankfully the start, select, and power I can also make tall. How tall should I make these buttons as well? Guys, if I do the, tall button video again, or sequel, should I make them the same size as, do I make them the same size as the current ones, or do I make them even taller? Ow. Ooh. Because the size that I did print them out, despite getting absolutely zero measurements of it and literally just doing what I think would look funny, they ended up being like kind of the perfect height for my hands. Like if they were any taller, it would be unwieldy, and if it was any shorter, it would have been fine. Do I remember right in you saying MKDS is one note? I don't think I've said MKDS is one note. Mario Kart is a very dull game, yes, look at this. I've been snaking the entire time and not used a single thought to actually play the game. You snake to go fast, you snake to dodge a blue shell, you snake to do a shortcut. Oh my god, I was looking at a little stream preview, I forgot how bad that track deals with the effects to bitrate. But I am the guy who was super negative about Nintendo DS models, and everyone... It's really funny to reply to that video, because I think the funniest one was also people being like, just get the goddamn Ein 4, whatever it's technically called. I just find that funny. It was like, why would I... Like, literally the last complaint I said in the video was the DSi XL was too expensive. Everything but the shoulders? Yeah, probably. If it also comes with the, oh no. If it comes with a faceplate. If it comes with a faceplate, and it's by a guy called Faceless Tech, then it is, yeah, it's the same one that I did, that I found. Whoa, how did I live? No faceplate? Huh, interesting. Also, I think snaking's a bit too versatile though. Yeah. But hey, it makes a fun game. I like snaking. I like snaking more than wheeling in Mario Kart Wii. Ooh, controversial statement. I don't think it's a good thing though. People are like, oh, I want snaking to be in every Mario Kart. I'm like, what the hell are you on about? This isn't fun. One thing I do find interesting about, snaking in Mario Kart is, it's very easy to compare snaking with wave dashing and melee. But I honestly think, like, I used to be able to say, like, yeah, they're very similar things. I'm like, no, snaking's just way too broken compared to wave dashing. Whoop! Oh, hey, got it. They can do a shortcut. You found a set on Thingiverse from Ale. We're using a custom Game Boy macro. That's what most custom DSs or DS shells are for. Probably because if you're replacing the entire shell, it's just more worthwhile to get actually like plastic injected mold one from AliExpress or something. Boop. If you want to send it through, I'm guessing you can just send a link, considering I think you're the one that said you joined the server, then don't try and send it in the YouTube chat, because YouTube will hate that. I don't even know if I'll actually be able to see it. Definitely need to be fine-tuned. I think, like, the thing about, like, with snaking is, like, snaking's a lot more fun on, like, kind of like the twisty-turnier tracks, where it's a lot more about trying to weave. Whereas on the straightaways, like figure 8 circuit and that kind of thing, it's a lot less, it's just snaking. It's really dull and boring. Damn it, he lived. I'm so bad at Rainbow Road, and this is exposing me. This is the one thing I'm scared about if I get if I get a 32 track into Oz speedrun at PAC. That means I'm stuck having to play Rainbow Road and exposing the fact that I'm really bad at Rainbow Road. Make controller stand, you sell them at pretty decent profitable marketplace. I've been seeing a few. Every now and then I'll just see like 3D printed parts on like marketplace. I don't particularly see like a use for like stands though, but for my stuff because I don't really display it. Well, that blue shell's low. But again, I did have someone say that apparently stacking your DSs in a tower is really bad for DSs. I'm like, how? Didn't give me a reason though. I think he said something about like the magnets, but I'm like, the magnets are literally just how the system's intended to work with the magnets. I assume I have DMs turned up. I actually have DMs open because I'm sick of people trying to friend request me. Thanks, Red Shell. I get a lot of, like, you know, my DMs are filled with just, like, random people in the MKDS community asking me for just some of the most random stuff. I got a cool message from Mario was cool that I don't think I'm allowed to talk about, so I'm not going to. It was really cool stuff, though. And then, you know, I just get people asking me, like, how my day's been. I'm like, why? Actually, I think what's worse to people that just say hello. I'm just like, what do you need? And it's like, oh, I'm just saying hello. I'm like, why? You should really make a cover of Dry Ruins when I actually know how to play harmonica. This is Desert Hills. And Dry Ruins isn't playing on a harmonica. I think. I'm not super familiar. I'm not super familiar with Dry Ruins. I want to go. We want to do something like go to like Calamari Desert or something. Or maybe even Sugar Mountain. That could work. And 64 very much. How on earth did that red shell not hit me? I mean, to be honest, you're allowed to play any song you want, or it's your instrument. You played more harmonica than I played my trumpet. Problem is, the trumpet's so heckin' loud. It's also exhausting. I need to relearn the stamina for playing the trumpet, but I can't be stopped practicing. So I end up not being able to practice. It's a vicious cycle of hopelessness. Well, no, my buttons weren't inputting. On the Wi-Fi MKDS servers active, if you're asking active in terms of are they working, then yes. If you're asking are they active in terms of are there people on there, the answer is not really no. Best card in my opinion of Mario Kart DS? Well, depends on what you're doing. The tank's not good. Because if you're doing like 32 track or something, or online, then you want to use the Egg 1. If you're doing time trials, it's probably the ROB-BLS. Now, if you're asking best looking, it's gotta be that Ramby Rider. But if you're asking for personal favorite, it's the standard driver. Playing versus is so much nicer than playing mission mode. Like, if something just goes wrong, I can just keep playing. They put something in the water that makes you pee? Yeah, it's called dihydrogen monoxide. That is an awful respawn. What? You ever come across the banana tree and MKDS STL file for the damn buns? I mean, it's probably someone just getting the file off the model resource. Oh, you sent the message too early. I've been saying what to my response of dihydrogen monoxide. As a pick here, but I like Luigi. Fun fact, character is basically meaningless in Mario Kart DS. Dry Bones is the best character if you want to be objective about it, but it is so meaningless that it literally doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. It only matters if you are either bumping into CPUs or other players a lot, or driving into off-road with in a non-boosting or non-PRB matter. So I should really compare about how much of a difference does it actually make. Oh, we've played every track. Wait, that would have been a really good time. The strength been like for an hour 7. When did I? Huh. Are there any active in terms of how many players are online servers for the DS at all? Well, the MKDS network, which was 950 when and 25 seconds when I did that. When did I finish goddamn the race for this one? $10.53. In 35 seconds. So that was like an hour 3 minutes, huh? Well, I stopped playing because I played every track. I want to do something goofy, which requires me to load up this, and then also go to this website. Close splits. Make them bigger. Balloon battle percent, all stages. So what, my time's currently third with a 15:26. Easy, in order, 6 wins. This speedrun sucks, by the way. 3, 2, 1, go. So bad hitting CPUs with the star. I wasn't expecting him to just keep driving, but... Why do you have so many balloons left? Thank you. Mash A, mash A, mash A. I don't know if that was good or not. That sucks, the first item. You should recommend this stream after you watch content on MKDS. Good video. Thank you. You'd be surprised at how often I talk about the Nintendo DS. And how much of it is just Mario Kart DS. Nice snipe. I'm going to do one of these. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna accidentally hit DK and kill him. How did that red shell? Okay. Nice. It's in case content in general, not just Mario Kart. Unfortunately, I'm just into the Mario Kart. Sorry, it's really hard to do this speed run. Wow, that sucks. The boost down using it in the water, that was funny. That's good, I think. Why does he have shells? Please don't have shells. Thank God. They ain't gonna fix that one because it's too difficult. That feels like a mood. There's a reason I don't like this battle arena. Whoa, Audio, you alright? Get the Donkey Kong, damn it. Don't know how I got that snipe. The reason I'm keeping 2 balloons is because this battle map seems really dangerous. Because of how congested these item boxes are. We are slowly getting rid of them. There's only one more CPU left. Let's go. Oh, now we've got Block Fort and Pipe Plaza. That's gonna be hell. What did I say my current PB was? Like 11 minutes ago? Never seen a camera do that, go that crazy, but That's epic. You didn't have to take all the bananas, Peach, to drive one now. Woohoo! I gotta say, the cart order of the memberships is very bizarre and random. Oh, that was why did I use that? Oh, that ain't good. What? I stole his balloon? Why is Rainbow Rider officially the best one? Because the one I put there. Because when I first put up the memberships, it only went up to... and that's a run over. What a shame. Anyway, what was my time? 15:26. I don't think I was getting that in 1 minute. You guys for the B-Dash or the B-Dasher Mark II? Definitely the regular B-Dasher. What emulator am I using? I am using an actual DS capture card. You can tell because I can close the screen and it goes white. As well as if I turn the volume up, you can hear it on the microphone and in-game. I don't know how well it's appearing. Not emanating from sample though, so it's... That's bizarre. 3, 2, 1, attempt 2. So I'm using a capture card that really digs into your palm when doing this specific game mode. Oh, I would have hit Mario, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. Okay, Luigi, you're done for. Oh, I'm okay with that, actually. And that's run. I have no idea how on earth Northern did that in 8 minutes. Hyphen, you are the best. I am not the best. Like, look at this mission mode ranking. Why is this C rank? What ROM are we on? The best MKDS content creator? Yeah, but I'm like the only person that does do it. Like, hey, did I just lose a bunch of frames? Abel and Dasher kind of do it. I wouldn't really call MK Dasher a content creator, though. Abel's kind of a bit more on the iffy edge of content creation, because Abel does actually do creative videos, like, you know, doing a lot of those first person ones and just other like time trial comparisons, but it's not really in the same caliber as I am, whereas Dasher's mostly just like task showcases and things like that. They're not really videos. That was 1 star. So why is everything here 1 star? You know, if we keep it as 1 star, that means we'll have an entirely 1 star save. An entirely 1 star save mission mode. Fish. It's why, like, out of literally everyone in that's like made MKDS content, the only person I'm not scared isn't the correct word, but like would have a chance of overtaking me would be Puddings. Because Puddings actually has made content and has actually done better than me. Puddings has made 2 videos, and I think they've both gotten more views than my highest viewed videos, so... fish, again. But, do you know what? Anyone making MKDS content is good, provided they're making good MKDS content. I see a lot of garbage out there. I saw a video that was someone reading an AI script. I could tell it's an AI script because they were saying things that made no sense. But I'm pretty sure it was made by a legit person because the audio sucked. I got the full startup boost that nearly screwed me over. Boom, our 1 star MKDS save. I'm gonna do this one. King Boo's an interesting boss fight. Ugh, I can't deal with that. Try again. That's a bit faster. It's really funny because I've just played like versus and battle. It means I'm rapidly pressing Y whenever waiting. Boom. King Boo. Wow, that was fast. What the heck? Wait. Let me MKDS resources. Where's my cyber score for mission mode rankings? Using an emulator or using a capture card? It's a capture card. Boss, big bomb. Surprisingly, you can still save it 1 whole second. Although that is a 19th place time. Wait, which DS? An OG DS. Who says Wario is slow? It's mission mode. Like one of the only mission, probably the mission you moved the least in. But yeah, it's an OG DS because they are the only ones with capture cards. What's the capture card mod called? The capture card mod. Specifically, it's a loopy capture card, but loop is not anywhere mentioned on the side. Damn, I got 1 star on iRock. No, this is... You mean capture card? It's the DS Lite capture. I know, not DS Lite, the OG DS capture card mod. Oh, I didn't mean to use that. Anyway, I can just do that and then just get this item box again. And that's what we call recovery strats. Wee. I guess I might as well play him. When do I stream? It's like every day. I stream typically 3 days a week. On Mondays, Wednesdays today, and Saturdays. 9:45-ish. Generally, I'll schedule the streams about 2 mushrooms. Damn, he's generous. Also, there's that time. The time in the corner is Australian Melbourne time, also known as Sydney time, but we don't respect Sydney, so it's Melbourne time. Damn, another mushroom? The king is generous. Yeah, I did use, so let's go on to ice. 3 streams a week, 3 shorts a week, 1 video every second week. You can tell my priorities lie. It's been to make it a content in 1 hour flat. You want to go back and buy a DS because the one broke you on Christmas morning? Which one do I recommend? Depends on what you're doing. Because the OG DS is great to play on, it absolutely sucks in terms of using it out in public because it feels like it's going to break. DS Lites are fine. I think DSIs are probably the better ones, but I don't know, people like lights, but I always find lights are slightly worse to play on than DSIs. Oh. Is this the Wiggler mission? You've seen enough of these streams. I hope you'll be able to tell by now. What else could it be? Oops, I didn't get the truck. Truck's on the other side though. I tell you, 5-5 is... Oops, I accidentally opened another DS capture window. Maybe it's 5-5. I think 5-5 is backwards, isn't it? In the opposite direction. It is comical that it's also with Mario. Whoa, why is audio... I swear the audio on this device has been going a bit more haywire than normal, so... Yeah, maybe I need to look at it again and look at the soldering on some of the things. But there's been no problem with the with the visual side, so it's like, I think it's just an audio thing, but yeah, but I hate taking apart the DS capture card because it's spooky, because you know, my freshest DS capture card. What made me want to stream MKDS? Views. A bit more haywire implies that it goes haywire all the time. Oh, it's basically always done this weird like audio thing where it'll be like go slightly lower for a bit and then back up. What I'm thinking of doing is maybe getting some audio desk thing that I can control like on the desk. And running out like the aux cable. Like, I may literally use the GBA to headphone jack cable, because I can just, because that would also stick out the back of the console, means I don't need to have a cable coming out the back and front. And I don't need to use the charge port of the GBA SP because it just charges through the capture card. But I may use that to like capture the audio because I feel like that may just work better. But I just need something on the desk to just control its volume and just like mute it. But that's not a problem for now. I'm gonna play this one. The good old Mario Kart DS. Boom, first try. that wasn't confidence. What's the gimmick today? Absolutely no gimmick is the gimmick. I played through all 30. I'm on the weirdest ROM I have, which is just Mario Kart DS, but it's just PAL. I'm the guy who made the cursed DS buttons. Yeah. No gimmick, it's just a chill stream. Hell yeah. Because the last stream got cancelled because I had a slight headache. And to be honest, I also still have a slight headache, but it's not as bad as it was on Monday. But also, it wasn't even that bad on Monday. Like, I could have gone through it, but I just didn't. But then also my friends were on call, and so I was like, I'm going to play games with them. Where am I? Menu DS buttons because the old ones suck. Oh yeah. Am I speedrunning the missions? No, I'm just practicing them. For the non-zero chance I have to play mission mode at a third speedrun in this 1 year. If I goddamn get all missions at Oz Speedrun packs, I'm gonna be very grateful for the opportunity. I'm just gonna be a bit confused. Am I at 1,000? Am I at 11,111 subs? No, because I'm pretty sure the last time I saw I was above that. I think I didn't know when I was like, oh, this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna have a binary number as my sub count. I am at 11,172. Thanks everyone for subscribing. I don't know how many people subscribe for this stream, but I'm still confused about the number of people that are like, oh yeah, I know a use for the GBASP headphone jacks when you have 2 people. I'm like, have you ever been in that opportunity? Do I use OBS to stream? Yes, because I'm a normal person. Nice wall. No, don't. No, I think I saw it at 1-1. I don't know if it was 1-1-1-1-1, but it wasn't. If only I could find a DS, I'll play the Mario Kart DS game, and that one only. Oh yeah. What else would you get a DS for? There's only 2 games worthwhile to play on the Nintendo DS. It's Mario Kart DS and a dinosaur game. With a random PNG of a dinosaur is from. That was 2 stars still. How? I ran into a wall the first 4 seconds. CT GP Nitro. I don't know. I think I've always just put a massive space. Like, why do I put such a huge space in the thing? I suppose I always put a... There's a lot of weird, like, small mannerisms I do on this channel. I don't really get it. Most people get that stupid Pocket Monster game. Yeah, I actually do have one Pokemon game, and I honestly don't care about playing it. Also because it's it's Black 2, so it's like, it's a sequel. Also, if I do get into Oz Speedrun at PAX, I'm changing my alliance from DS Capture to CC 3DS FS. Because I'm sick. Like, the computer they use at the events, it must, like, just be set up for 3DSs, because every time it's booted up, it's gone to 3DS mode. Instead of DS mode. Instead of DS mode. It doesn't recognize the DS Capture card. And then I end up having to use the goddamn Fujitsu, so it's like... Friendship ended with DS Capture, now CC 3DS FS is my friend. A sequel to a game that I didn't play. I got it... Like, I think I got it when I got the Black and Mario DS lights. Like, it just came with 2 games. One of them was Pokemon, the other one was another copy of Mario 64. Damn it, I was so confident. My hubris. Oh no. Who's your guys' favorite? I don't have a favorite Pokemon. In terms of like Super Smash Brothers, the Pokemon character I play there in that game is Lucario because I'm cringe or something. Because in Super Smash Brothers you gotta have a main for each major franchise, and that's just who I happen to choose Pokemon because of Brawl. Lucario is better. The thing is, I know one combo as Lucario, and it only works when they're at low percent and you're at low percent. The reason why I'd get DS to come back to Mario Kart DS, one of the best racing games. That's a pretty good one. I quite like Mario Kart DS. One of my favorite bits to do in like YouTube Shorts is just disregard any other Nintendo DS game. Like, it's just a ride or die, ride or die? Yeah, Mario Kart DS. How Nintendo released an entire console that, and then, isn't it neat? That's such a funny way of putting it. Like, no, it's kind of strange that Nintendo only released Mario Kart DS on this, but like, no, it's like, oh, how cool of them. Oh, I need to go down here. Dude, that was a good eject off the ramp. Come on, give me mushrooms. Damn it. Coward. Oh, the ending time was 666. That is cool, hype, and epic. Oh, how did I not? Is there a difference between the worst mission and your least favorite mission? Yes. Because I think the goddamn this mission sucks. I'm pointing at it, but my hand's under the table and there's no face cam. This mission here is just bad. It's so bland, it's so boring. Like, it's just 14 MTs. And they got rid of any of the hazards. If they put in like a couple more piranha plants on these turns and things, yeah, it's fair. It's World 6. But no, they got rid of the piranha plants. They made the course easier. You know what, let's retry, and we'll only do we'll only do mini turbos on turns where you could definitely get a mini turbo on. One. You know, we're gonna put one there. 2. 3. 4. I mean, I think there's maybe too few MTs. Wow, so hard. But yeah, I think this mission sucks in terms of it's just really bland, it's boring, it's not interesting. No one cares about 6-6. Whereas 7-5 is like just annoying. Fish. Nothing quite like Banshee Bulwark and me playing like absolute garbage. Chargers for 3DSs are sensitive to scratches. I mean, everything is sensitive to scratches because electronic devices being super precise. Hardest track in the game? No, it's just hardest track for me. I mean, it's not an easy course, but like, I'm just super bad at it, like, to a bizarre degree. I pressed B instead of A. Nintendo's batteries in the cartridge are faulty. I hate to tell you, but I'm... oh wait, how do 3DS games save? We're pretty sure we all know RCR2 is the hardest track. No, it's not. It's an annoying track, it's not hard. Goombas. I don't think I've played Goombas since Oz Speedrun, so... So what's the hardest track? I don't know. I mean, it really depends on like, what the heck? This is because it comes to finish snipe for no reason, which is really surprising because I'm so bad at like shooting games. That's a burnout. Is it bad? You're like you're getting bored of the streams? I mean, this isn't really an exciting stream per se. This stream is literally just titled Mario Kart DS. And it's just simply because I didn't want to do anything else this stream. Because I've been suspicious of the internet. Watch Mojo said that Airship Forge was the hardest track in the game. I don't think I'd take Watch Mojo's word for it. You know what I want to do? I want to go open up goddamn, like, Chrome. And incognito window. Let's go to Google. And let's, okay. And type in, what is the hardest Mario Kart DS course? And then click the AI mode button. And let's see what the AI says. The hardest track in Mario Kart DS is widely considered to be Rainbow Road, followed closely by Bowser's Castle. It puts Banshee Boardwalk in the honorary mentions. Ew, Chrome, fair. I like how it now gives you, what, references? The AMO gives you references, and it's all just people's YouTube videos on hardest Mario, like, it's copycats, the hardest course in every Mario Kart game. And Jerry Klinger ranking the difficulty of every Mario Kart game. Like, shut up. So I'm replying to a friend's message. It's really like, is that on like with Chrome, so when I press like the Windows button, I've got like that kind of like pseudo Windows 8 mode where it just brings up the entire, where it blocks the entire screen, but only on the primary monitor. And yeah, basically everything I have is just on the left side, but all the way to the right is Chrome, all by itself, and it's mildly funny. I'm doing more of this before the stream, before ending the stream, because I just want to. I stream other games? Not really. Oh, curse you, Donkey Kong. And when I do, it's typically another Mario Kart. I am trying to bring in more other Mario Karts into these streams before trying to branch off between like doing literally anything else. The thing was, the last stream was going pretty well, and then my internet decided to just like be like, nah, no more. I do not main double dash, whatever that means. Only because you like Mario Kart, but you won't mind other games. Unfortunately, other games, they generally do a lot worse on the channel than Mario Kart DS does. Which, is kind of bad. But also, one of the other things is playing other games is also a lot harder for the mental capacity of streaming. Well, you know, the important part about streaming is, you know, talking to chat and making sure you're being engaging. And it's really hard to do that when you're not familiar with what you're playing. Like, if you got like a Mario Kart, like when you see me play Mario Kart Wii or like, especially like any of the other Mario Karts where I'm even less familiar with, I am really bad at talking because I just don't know. I'm just not clocked into how the game, or how to glance at the game and understand what's going on. As well as like audio and things like that. Ill this track again, ill this track. You gotta remember, streaming is part of the Hyphen Hoik business. What was that red shell doing? Also, Google said Airship Fortress was the hardest track. The AI review didn't say Airship Fortress to me, but it's like, AI aren't consistent. What the hell is this? Racing this track and thought it was a landfill track. Damn, that is brutal. Modding Choco Island 2 to turn it into a landfill. What track do y'all hate the most? I think it's pretty obvious from the prior comments. It's definitely RCI 2. Why do you hate GBA Luigi Circuit? Like, I understand why it's not great, but like, god heckin' red shells. Actually, just like the puddles kind of suck. In terms of like nitro tracks, I'm not a huge fan of like DK Pass or Desert Hills. Don't know, I don't even have any Nintendo consoles yet. What's my favorite track? I don't know. Figure 8 Circuit? Have I done Mario 64 and 64 streams before? No. And I don't intend to because I don't have... well, my mini turbo wasn't building up. Our LC2's like PRB is insane. Can I stop getting blue shells at like really inopportune times? Also, guys, mark my words. If I get a, if I get either a 16 or a 32 track time into Oz Speedrun, I'm putting a, well, not really a bounty. I'm putting a donation incentive, which is however many times I fail a blue shell dodge. With a few caveats, because, like, you know, if I get, like, blue shell on, like, Rainbow Road, it was impossible to dodge, it's gonna be like, yeah, whatever. That's not fair. But, like, you know, those ones, a lot of the ones on this track, yeah, they are blue shells that I, failed to dodge. Your favorite track is either Dry Dry Ruins or Mushroom Gorge. Unfortunately, those are not Mario Kart DS tracks. Sounded old Rumble Pack for the DS Lite. Yeah, I have really nothing to say. Your least favorite Nitro track is probably Desert Hills, which is a really basic take. Yeah. Oh, Figure Eight Circuit, my favorite track. Yeah, but that shortcut's only good if you actually manage to get like the super bounce. And you just go crazy high with only one mushroom. That's fun. Why is everyone ignoring how bad this track is? Because this track is actually great. How do you win against sweaty friends on this track? This is like the most sweaty track. If you're talking about if they're snaking or not. If they're not snaking, then yeah, I can get it. FHC is good strictly because it's bad. Oh yeah. Playing F8C is like the complete opposite to like F8C is bad for the complete opposite reason why RCI2 sucks. So that was way too early to not do redoing a mini turbo. I'd say ever since changing the DS capture card USB cable to this random one I had lying around, the consistency of not having my screen turn completely white is just increased tenfold. I've got a really cursed item here. Watch me get bunted by DK. I got it. I don't even think I needed all. I didn't even think I needed both mushrooms. I think I did that with just one. How far ahead am I? Oh wow. That's not the first time I pulled that shortcut off in like a year. Okay, thank you, Lightning. You can actually do that shortcut with an MT. I don't know if you can do it with this cart, because this cart is slow. And yeah, you may be able to. The problem is I don't actually know how to do the lineup for it. I'm pondering if I should learn how to do it with egg, logically. Whoa! Every car with good MT is slow. Yeah, but this car's way slow. Also, stance on DS Rainbow Road in comparison to the wider series. I really don't like DS Rainbow Road. It has a major problem where, like, if you get hit with an item on like any of the parts that are slanted upwards, or like that are turned, banked turned, it kind of just like makes it really annoying to recover because you kind of slide down. What are my non-Mortal Kombat interests? I kind of like Mario Kart DS. I don't know why you're saying specifically my non-Mortal Kombat interests. I'm not interested in Mortal Kombat, but yeah, people say what they will. Do you wish Nintendo made a Mario Kart maker? I don't see it happening. Do it. Not ready for me to get back into like what, third? Oh, fifth. Oh, we can get a fun item. Give me a boo. Triples. Ah! We're in the pack. We're not Mario Kart, it's just not Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I know. I like making the jokes. I'm not an idiot. I know this game's called MKDS. I do video editing. I do drawing. I'm not really a gamer though. Oh, come on. Yeah, if you're asking like what other games I really play, I don't really play that many games because like, most of the games I play are just like games with friends. Which is really funny, you know, the fact that like, you know, the game that I play the most single player is like meant to be a multiplayer game, but nah, too bad. I could be in a 1v7 situation. I could have all my friends targeting me in Mario Kart DS, I'd probably still win. So it would be really annoying. What the hell? Yep. I was looking at the time. Really, I was looking at the time like all the way at the top of the monitor. What am I supposed to do with this? There's also so few item boxes in this map that the CPUs just aren't getting. I almost had the bullet stolen off me. Did I get my DS at launch? No. I got this DS in 2022? Or was it 2023? But I got my first DS in 2019. I am not nostalgic for this system. Ugh. Oh, a bad MT to go for. Where'd you come from? Why? Like, why would you get a DS in 2011? Is that really an abnormal time to get one? Your dear size gave you down a hand-me-down. Well, all my days are second hand, logically. Then I proceeded to lose it for like 5 or 6 years. You got a DSi XL, Super Mario 20th anniversary in 2010, it still works. I mean, most things from that era still work. Considering I'm playing on like, you know, at a minimum 15-year-old console. They cost like $40. I wish. See, I got like the hand-me-down phones. I didn't have a DS as a youngin. My first devices that I owned personally were a phone. My first device I owned really the iPhone 4S. It must have been, because I'd never had a phone earlier than that. $4S is also cool. I love the 4S. Fun fact, most of the time when you see one of my characters with a phone, it will typically be based on either an iPhone 4S, an iPhone SE, or whatever my current phone is. It's funny because attached to the character in the comics I've been putting in the what's it called, on the channel, on the community tab of the channel. Yeah, her phone is specifically my phone. Whereas typically I'll give sample, I don't remember if I give sample normally an SE or a 4S, I don't actually remember. The trees on Luigi's Mansion not 3D models. They're 3D as in, like, you can see they're kind of 3D. One of their legs is, like, sticks out weird. It's kind of weird. Also, was I live when the DS came out? Yep. I was. I'm of the age where I could have probably had a DS in my childhood. Probably not OG DS, but DS Lite, unlikely. DSi, most definitely. But unfortunately, my parents weren't a huge fan of video games. Well, it's because my mom was a teacher, and my god, those kids said horrible things. But hey, I'll get my time. May not have had a DS, but by god, I have nostalgia for Minecraft Pocket Edition Lite. Have you guys ever modded a console? Yeah. I've got 3DS's, I've got a Wii U, I've got regular Wii's, that's all. I thought I was going around that item box. I went to look at the chat and I obviously did not go around that fake item box. You mod your DS, put it to charge, and then burnt the port? Shout out DSi. Is this I'm playing on not modded? Well, technically it's hard modded, but technically I didn't do it. I just funded it. Shout out, friend. Who has no social media presence and wouldn't want the shout out anyway. In fact, we are all retro drains and no one can stop us in here? What on earth does that sentence mean? I'm so bad at this track! We finished rebuilding this track in Minecraft yesterday. Just next Mario Circuit. Thank God, I thought you were talking about goddamn DK Pass. Oh, look, he's remembering to do fast falling. I just like DK Pass strictly because I'm bad at it. Hey, no, I've got proper reasons for hating DK Pass. It is to do because I'm bad at it, but it's like... My hate for DK Pass is similar to like Desert Hills complaints. Now, DK Pass isn't a liked track. The bumpy section at the end just sucks to control. Mario Kart DS is like, you know, the first 3D Mario Kart game on a handheld, and it's like, I hate the 3D parts of the game. What? They removed the secret item box in the Mario Kart World version? I know, and I can't believe it. Well, anyway, I think I'm going to end the stream there because if I keep playing, this headache is going to get slightly worse and I'm going to have to take Nurofen to go to sleep. Anyone play Mario Kart on this godforsaken platform? No. But anyway. Oh, that was a back clap. Anyway. The claps aren't working. That's the stream. Thanks for tuning in. The next stream is gonna be the Saturday stream probably, and that's gonna it's gonna be August. Whoa, that's gonna be crazy. What am I talking about? But yeah, there's gonna, before that stream, there's gonna be a short, there's gonna be a video. I quite like the video. Actually, I think the video is fine. It's not that amazing, but it's functional video. Ugh. Otherwise, I don't know what you can do. Just like stick around. Oh, don't stick around this stream, but like stick around the channel. Maybe like watch like an old video of mine or something and be like, damn, his voice sounds awful. Maybe don't do that. That sounds like a bad idea. No stream until next month. I don't know if I can wait that long. You're gonna have to. At least it's a video before next month. Hopefully that's okay.